Pick a card tarot reading. Full moon manifesting magic for the next 4 weeks. What's in store for us? Let's find out. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Granny B. I want to thank you all for the support that you've been showing me with the shares and likes and subscriptions to the channel. Love and blessings to each and every one of you. This week's reading is going to go live on my birthday for the full moon that falls on my darling mum's birthday. This feels really special to me and I am so happy to share my birthday energy with all of you. I'm looking at the lunar month ahead for you, the energies that are around us going into the full moon, what we can release, what's going to manifest for us, and some advice. And this is a general reading, so as always there'll be parts of each reading that are intended as messages for others who are watching, parts that will be relevant to you, and parts that are going to tap into the collective energy. And my focus with every reading is on using the law of attraction to manifest positively in our lives. My full moon readings are predictive in that they tend to show us what will come out of the energy that we go into the full moon with and what that's going to manifest for us. As always, I'm going to pull a crystal card for each pile to give you the option of picking a reading based on that. And I'll give you the name of the crystal here and read you the interpretation when we get into the readings. One. One green calcite. Card for group 2, please. Crystal card 2, Tourmalined quartz. Of a crystal. Crystal card for group 3 is Herkimer diamond. Crystal. Crystal card group 4. Hiddenite. Take a nice deep cleansing breath with me. Pick from group 1, air signs, green calcite. 2, earth signs, Tourmalined quartz. Group 3, fire signs, Herkimer diamond. 4, water signs, and Hiddenite. You've picked the pile that you're most drawn to. You go down to the description box or the pinned comment and click on the timestamp there. That'll take you directly to the start of that reading. Group 1, air signs. Hello, welcome to your reading. Remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest. And your crystal card is green calcite. What it is, green calcite is the emo, honest to a fault, believes in storybook endings, tree hugger of the calcite family. Who needs it? Anyone who finds themselves lost in the forest of doubt without a map? Libras. Where to put it? Against your chest when making important decisions regarding how you want to spend the finite, precious time you have on earth. When to use it when your heart is asking for something but you, aren't listening. The heart wants what it wants, the mind wants what it thinks the heart should want. Call on the energy of green calcite to nudge that push and pull in the heart's favour, and the mantra is, live out your heart's desires. Lenormand cards for an overview of the lunar month. And I'm reading this as a pair. And we have the scythe and the flowers. Remember that the flowers always soften any card before it, making it a positive thing. So here I'm seeing that positive action that cuts something out, pruning the plant, produces positive results, but that this is an action that must be taken. The scythe cuts through with clarity, clear vision, all that isn't needed so that what is left is the flowers, the good harvest. Cutting through the negativity and focusing on the well-being promised in the flowers. And here, that's positive manifestation advice right there. Tea leaf cards. What's going on with you coming into the full moon? Turkey. Someone is behaving stupidly. This isn't you. This is someone close to you driving you nuts, and you can't play in their sandbox. The only action that you can take here is damage limitation in whatever form that takes, making sure that you choose to respond as positively as you can to keep your own vibration high. And this isn't major, it's just a heads up. Apple, temptation will test you. Yeah, I can see that you'd be tempted to throttle them, or let your reaction be negative, or even get dragged down to their level vibrationally. It isn't what's happening that matters, it's how you react. Cut out any overreaction, anything other than live and let live. You might need to distance yourself from this person's behavior. Bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. It's okay. You've got this. Stay above the emotions flowing away at the bottom of the canyon there. Keep your head up out of them. And there's this gift of appreciation that's on its way for a job well done. And that feeling of happiness promised by the flowers there. Moon, changes in your life. Yeah, pruning back the weeds and thorns brings these positive changes under the light of the moon. As long as you don't give in to that temptation to lower your emotional level, to get dragged into that stupidity, these life changes are going to be very positive. Spellcaster, to go into the energy in more detail. 6 of Wands, success, victory. That's the bridge card, the moon, and the flowers there. You're going to see the turkey and the apple resolve very close to the full moon itself. That situation is done, finished, out of your energy. And it does feel like a 5 of Wands storm in a teacup when you're looking back at it. Like someone close who was sabotaging your efforts through misunderstanding why you were trying to achieve what you've now successfully accomplished. Mission successful. What's next? Eight of Swords. You aren't trapped. There's a definite out here, and the cards are telling me that you will sort this, and basically it's already done. Don't overthink any of this, and for Pete's sake, don't focus on worst case scenario. This is not huge hassle. It's a blip, a pimple, contrast appearing so that you can get clarity on what you want and what you don't want. Don't let it freeze you. Get out of your head. Get your head up out of that canyon and stay on the bridge of the good feelings. And don't give your power away either. Not to me, not to the tarot, not to the turkey. Page of Pentacles, the direction that you're taking, the inspired action here, the ones that the turkey was trying to disrupt, this is the right path, the right course. When you're clear on everything, especially what has to be cut out, then you're on course for that success and manifesting the security and the financial stability that you've been intending for. The success is the pentacle that you're examining here in order to get clarity on how to build from that success, to take it from the 6 of Wands milestone to the Chariot outcome, because that's the ultimate card. Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing for the better, for certain. Stay positive, stay optimistic, don't get dragged down. Meditation, visualization, deliberately going positive in general. That's what's going to increase your abundance and bring this success in here. Your job is to accept what's happening moment by moment without letting it knock you off your high vibration. Go with the path of most allowing, least resistance, that feels good, and for the highest good, choose flow, choose ease and happiness. You may feel that it's all out with your control, but you do still have the ultimate control, and that's over your reaction. Keep the wheel of fortune spinning in your favor by staying positive. Fairy Tarot to clarify. The Lovers. True love that is long-lasting, choices made from the heart, a return to good health. Choose with your heart, not just the head. Remember, the heart can be deeply intellectual when you tune in and listen. The Wheel of Fortune there indicates that synchronicity is working with you here. The bottom line is that you are deserving, worthy of deep, long-lasting love. From the rest of the reading so far, the love that you find here is from an unusual place, unusual circumstances. But between the Flowers card and the Lovers card, it is there. You do have choices. Again, the message is that you aren't trapped or stuck, that there is a way through this and out into that success that promises further success. Prince of Winter. Seek out an intellectual solution to your problem. The need to act quickly and decisively, sudden or unexpected changes. Decisive action. There's the scythe again. And here the Prince of Winter moves fast. If this is your turkey, then they're acting before thinking things through, going off half-cocked, basing their decisions on ideology rather than good old-fashioned common sense. The best way of dealing with this is to let them go and do what they're going to do and get it out of their system, within reason and if appropriate, because there's momentum here that can't be instantly changed. That's going to require patience to resolve. The positive aspect to this energy for you is it gives you momentum to get out of this Eight of Swords energy. If things are moving and changing, then they can resolve. How they resolve depend on where your focus is, more than anything else here. Ace of Winter. Don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately, amazing new ideas that should be implemented. You're at the right vibrational level to have the clarity to see above these niggles and annoyances, because that's all they are. This is a short-term reading, remember. You are getting some really good ideas, some clear overview of the whole situation that wasn't apparent to you before, especially in that energy. These new ideas, new ways of looking at things, that's what's coming out of all of this. I think you've been getting the edges of that already. Insights into the way that you can change how you're dealing with the contrast around you. Being truly objective, shining the heart energy on things for that deep clarity. The Chariot, thank you for confirmation. The Six of Wands is the milestone. The Chariot here is the ultimate success that I was talking about. Success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight. You can be sure that things are moving more quickly now, and you can feel that it's going in the right direction. Traditionally, the Chariot is about head and heart pulling together. You gain momentum in the right direction that way. Stay on course. The card tells me again that this is very important. Down with turkeys. No gloomy gusses allowed to bring you down. Focus on your priorities, and with that clarity, you can now see what your priorities should be and what needs to be cut out, released in the full moon, so you can focus laser sharp on where you're going. Good tarot for some advice. Transformation. The moon tea leaf card was saying this. Changes are good. This full moon is a transition for you. If you come out of some old energy that featured you feeling trapped and a turkey behaving stupidly, and move towards the success of the Six of Wands and the Chariot, and that deep love promised by the Lovers and the Flowers. Let go of the old, prune it out, so that the new can come in big and strong. Positive changes with the Wheel of Fortune there, and this new momentum. Change is inevitable. Holding on to what was, either positive or negative, traps us in that stuck energy. Look forward with that positive attitude that these cards keep banging on about. Four of Air. Peace, a break. Having the time and energy available to look after yourself, renewing your spiritual practice, meditation, prayer, contemplation. Again here, this is honing that clarity that the cards say is coming in to that razor sharp scythe edge, so you can cut through the BS, whatever the source. Now is not the time for distractions, whether those are the ones you use when you're bored or the being very, very busy one. Time out, rest, get your head together. This effort is worth taking and making time and space for. Strength. You know you got this. Deep down, you have that core inner strength that simply lets your ego step out of the way and lets the universe work through you at your absolute best. Now, that isn't giving your power away. That's putting your higher self in the driving seat. The part of you that knows that all of this contrast and challenges is just stuff and nonsense. It's the allowing spirit to work through you. That's the key to moving mountains and have the bridge build itself in front of you. Bridge of incidents that leads you over the obstacle and onto the other side. 7 of Air. Very nice. In this deck, it's all about living life on your own terms, in your integrity for the highest good of everyone, rejecting conformity and stupidity, not people-pleasing, being your whole, true, complete self and loving who you are, not succumbing to groupthink, but still being diplomatic because other people are where they are on this journey. All we can do is shine our light and raise the vibration around us by living this best life. Energy Oracle. Woman holding a coin. You're getting a clear picture of how to manifest your abundance in through this transformation. And that's wealth and health. Success is here twice. The milestone and the ultimate success, and this is prosperity coming in. There could be an actual person coming in to help you here, divine feminine energy that's going to assist you in manifesting this. Good, sound financial or health advice that works well for you. But generally, I feel from this that this is you, and you're in your zone, and you get it, and it clicks for you. Daughter value, thank you for confirmation once again. This is your success. The daughter value opening, the opportunity, the wheel of fortune, synchronicity is there. This is new beginnings, a new mindset that brings you towards this abundance, material abundance. I think that this opportunity might have been around for a while, but you didn't take it because you hadn't stepped into that 7 of Air, thinking outside the box, being yourself to the core of your being energy. In that energy, this is possible. Everyday Witch Oracle. Meditation for peace and serenity. It's the 4 of Air again, underlining that advice. Peace, calm, tranquility is what you're aiming for. If meditation isn't your thing, then get these vibes by spending time in nature, near water, taking a bath or a shower, or go watch the fishies in a tank or a pond. Even putting your hands around your water bottle or glass, or blessing it with peace and love, that works. Water will take on the energy. Write out a label for the quality of the energy that you want, and you'll take it in unconsciously with every sip. Group 1, if you liked the reading, please give it a thumbs up, which is the best thank you that you could possibly give me, so thank you. While you're here, if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel so that YouTube will send you a message whenever I upload a new pick a card reading like this one. And I'm moving on to Group 2 now, so sending you all my healing love and blessings to you and your loved ones. Bye now. Group 2, Earth Signs. Hello, welcome to your reading. Remember, it's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And your crystal card is Tourmalined Quartz. What it is, with both the negativity fighting power of black tourmaline and the amplifying clarity of clear quartz, Tourmalined Quartz, exactly what it sounds like, might just be the best stone to bring along in that often discussed desert island scenario. Who needs it? Anyone in need of a psycho-spiritual scrub. Where to put it, wherever you intend to shine your brightest. When to use it, when it's time to shed a light on the vices, victims and vampires in your life. Once you have a clear view of their whereabouts, it's that much easier to kick them back into the gutter where they belong. And the mantra is, restore your perfect light. Lenormand cards, an overview of the lunar month, and I'm reading these as a pair. So we have clock and house. This is simple. Time at home. A pause for quiet, peaceful, fulfilling time at home. A positive thing. A thing to be enjoyed and savoured. How often have you wished for just that? A month of Sundays. It's your sanctuary, your base, your shelter. Taking the time to make it feel like a home. Secure your base. Put down your roots and love the space that you spend all this time in. Tea leaf cards. What's going on coming into the full moon? Eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Again, very simple and clear. Whatever's been going on for you recently, you've got a clear victory. Not being afraid to take on the necessary tasks in order to get through what's in front of you, one chunk at a time. Cain, pay attention to your health. Take this time out to rest, recover. It's pretty clear that there has been some stress and anxiety and that these obstacles have taken it out of you. Now is the time to take it easy, as much as you can. And if you've been ill, don't push yourself too far too fast. That's all about pacing the recovery. Resting is doing something. Don't just sit down waiting until you feel better so that you can go and do the things that are waiting. Consciously let them go and spend the time actually resting. Quill, get back to the basics. And this is as much manifesting advice as it is life advice. The quill is an indication to go right back to the things that you used to do that brought you either happiness or results, or both. It's usually both. What do you enjoy doing that's quiet and restful and contemplative? Jigsaw puzzles, creative arts, future journaling, writing the sort of story that you'd like to read. In fact, anything that induces a flow state. Dog barking. Advice from a friend that's totally worth listening to. This always feels like one of those random comments that people say that are in fact direct messages from the universe. Sometimes they're so out of character that they force us to take action. Sometimes it's as simple as someone randomly reminding you of something, like don't forget your keys, that sort of thing. Pay attention, it's a head up from the universe. Spellcaster, to go into the current energy in more detail. 8 of Wands. Momentum is positive here. It feels like multitasking, a lot of positive things going on. Positive momentum can be stressful as you keep up with it. I'm feeling the energy of Cain there and reminding you to set a pace that you can handle. Going with the flow and not micromanaging every aspect is a good way to handle this energy. And with that solid, secure home base and that advice to take the time out that you need to rest and recover, energy management's key. Do the things that will take you towards your ultimate goal, whatever that is. Do something towards it every day, one chunk at a time. King of Pentacles, the master of manifestation. This is, again, the energy of steady progress, of putting one foot in front of the other at a steady pace, so that when you look up to check your progress, suddenly you find yourself a whole lot further forward than you thought you were. I'm hearing the Wallace D. Wattles advice here. Innovation, not competition. Go into competition doing the same thing as everyone else and you hit saturation point where there are too many people doing the same thing and expecting different results. You can do things differently, innovate, create, stand out, even if the premise is the same, always providing more value than the monetary amount that your customer or employer pays you too, and understanding the difference between worth and value. King of Wands, here's the master of passion, of willpower. I know the spellcaster swaps the elements of swords and wands around, but that's not how I read them. Again, this energy is innovative and creative, no longer competitive, as there's no need for competition. This divine masculine energy leads in win-win, gives far more than they get back on the surface. But in this Pentacles, Wands balance, it's all coming back to them with interest. This energy is always charismatic. At this level, the main energy of that is that of the leader who delegates the responsibilities to the team. Again, we aren't micromanaging here. It's a clear overview that flows the inspired action and the people and the resources that we have in order to do what we intend to do. Intention plus vision and long-term goals. The sun, look, it might not feel like it now when you're being forced to take time out by circumstances, but this energy is coming in off the back of the energy of the two kings there. Find your flow, go back to basics, start putting one foot in front of the other, doing that one thing that'll take you towards your intentions every single day, making each day a mini success because you did something that takes you forward. And then let your inner child out to play in the flow, doing the things that brought you happiness in the past. And you get this: the sun, success, happiness, peace, contentment, abundance. Expressing your true self and being completely present in the here and now. No castles in the air. Solid, secure, firm foundations under you. Material wealth and the passion to do something that you love. This is powerful. The fairy tarot to clarify it, getting into the details. Release, let go of the past. An ending that makes way for new opportunities. Time to move on. I don't care if you've fallen on your face in 1,000 side hustles or been fired 50 times in a week. That was then, this is now. You are not your past. You are reacting to that past in the present moment and carrying that energy with you. You don't need to go back over it. You don't need to forget. You just need to let it go and move on from it. Just because you got swindled or cheated on or weren't in your integrity yourself doesn't mean that it has to happen again or that good things can't happen for you now. Stay in your integrity and choose to do only what's for your highest good. And that way it's automatically for the highest good of everyone around you. Do your best, your absolute best, and don't stand on anybody else's toes. And you'll be fine. Let go of the past. It's not who you are. Two of Winter. Indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. Feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. Choosing to do things for your highest good isn't selfish or greedy. Intending for prosperity is only ever raising the prosperity of everyone around you. Making the choice between drudgery and creativity, between cooperation and competition, it's absolutely clear cut. Choose creation, choose cooperation. You don't have to stand against anything that anyone else has created when you're creating and innovating. Then you will simply replace the old and the world would expand and move forward. This is the Kodak moment for the soul. Keep creating, keep innovating. Don't get swept up in arguments for or against. You know which to choose. Go play your own tune, write your own music, dance your own dance, paint your own masterpiece. If the vibration matches that of other people, then they'll join in. Prince of Spring, immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage, a passionate relationship. Take the next right step, as they say in the cartoon. Take the next right step in the energy of optimism and with an eye to your personal energy levels. Momentum is good. Momentum that you can sustain easily and effortlessly as you dance forward is much better. Successful multitasking, and it's from that flow, that back to basics enjoyment of what you're doing. This is being happily busy, eagerly busy, like the wizard who has the whole household flowing at their fingertips and just loves every second of it. This is the next big adventure, and it is flowing to success. Justice. Take the time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decisions. Again, I'm seeing you being in your integrity, working for the highest good, not taking shortcuts and providing the best value that you can possibly provide, whatever it is that you're doing. Take advice too, not just from that friend up there, but professional advice where appropriate. There's a framework that all of this fits inside, and you need to know the rules before you can bend them. Understand that framework before you know where best to think outside the box. Those two kings have mastered these energies, and that's the basis for this success. The cards are promising that the outcome will be in your favor. It has to be when you act in integrity, balancing objectivity with compassion. And that's the two missing kings for the set of 4. Swords and Cups, objectivity and compassion. Good tarot for some advice. Magician, will and skill aren't enough, and you understand that. This is the balance of all 4 minor arcana suits: the air, the earth, the fire, and the water. Willpower and skill allow you to do things the hard way, changing matter with matter, shoveling the crud one slow, hard, painful scoop at a time. When you act in alignment with a field of potential and start changing matter with spirit, the 5th element of the pentagram, then results explode in. And that's what this card is telling you that you're able to do. In alignment, alchemy, lead into gold, energy into matter. Taking one step at a time towards your intentions in alignment means that the universe turns those baby steps into 7-league strides. The star. The magician is pure intention. The star is the inspiration. This is hope renewed, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, seeing that the challenges that you successfully overcame in the past were shoving you in the direction that you needed to go in. The path of least resistance that led you to the point where you no longer need to find that path of least resistance. The path is now the path of most allowance. Your inner compass has recalibrated. Your guidance is no longer fear. Not quite joy. Not yet. More tentative, hope, but hope with that solid foundation underneath it. 10 of air. Blessing the ending that gives you the freedom to move forward. Whatever it is that you are releasing, it's a happy thing, positive, uplifting, and it brings a whole new slew of opportunities with the release, freeing yourself from patterns that no longer serve you, lifting your vibration so that you can flow towards this sun energy. It's an epiphany. You know that you can respond differently to challenges now, that you'll never again be so afraid that you freeze because you've successfully overcome these challenges, the eagle there. You're releasing old fears, patterns that weren't even yours, patterns that your caregivers installed in your programming. Again, this is a card of hope. 9 of water, the wish card. Wishes come true, completion and enjoyment. You know what's not right for you, what's not for your highest good. Releasing that fear of saying no. This brings in that deep energy of contentment and fulfillment. This is the reward for the challenges faced and overcome. The eagle's promise at the start of the reading coming in here. The next stage of this card is that when you know what you don't want, which is the whole point of challenges, contrast, the dark colours only standing out when painted against lighter colours, then you know what you do want. When you know what you do want, then you can intend for it and flow it in. Energy Oracle. Contract. So there's a literal meaning for justice up there that I missed. Contracts, paperwork, dotting the I's and crossing the T's. That could be the literal meaning of house up there, that now is the time that you finally get to sign the lease or purchase documents and move in. Justice is on your side here. That same positive light that I've been picking up through that whole reading is being shone down. The sunlight there on new opportunities, new directions. If you remain aware and open to them, this is more than a casual agreement. The bottom line must be signed, and it also applies in manifesting. Commit to your intentions completely. Angel of Love. So that could be a legal commitment with someone that you love, or setting up home together that is that firm foundation. If it isn't that for you, then it's flowing in these energies, the love and the compassion that we've hinted at here already. Don't shoot the messenger here. A huge portion of the meaning of this card in the guidebook is my old mantra of self-love first. I know it keeps coming up in my readings and the messages that I'm called to give you, but that's for a good reason. It's important. Care for yourself as you would a beloved child. Show yourself the same compassion that you'd show your lover or your best friend. Forgive yourself as you forgive others. Work out what you truly desire. Are you knowing what you are wanting? Deep down, that back to basics, bottom line desire. What would put that huge grin on your face right now? Everyday Witch Oracle. Water magic, always a good way to manifest, as water holds the energy that we imbue it with. Work with it however it feels best to you. Try the 2-cup method. Label your water bottle with your intention. Bless a bath with love energy and revel in it. Use the shower to cleanse yourself of everything that's holding you back, everything in your energy that's not for your highest good, and watch it run down the drain. Walk in the rain or sit by a body of water. Go swimming safely and picture your water as your abundance as you flow through it. Group 2, that was very powerful. If you enjoyed the reading, please give it a thumbs up and comment below with what resonated for you. If you haven't already, then please do subscribe to the channel so that you get a message whenever I upload a new pick a card reading like this one. I'm moving on to group 3 now, so until next time, group 2, love and blessings to you. Bye now. Group 3, fire signs. Hello, welcome to your reading. Remember, it's a general reading, so take what resonates and just let the rest be. And your card is Herkimer diamond. What it is, Herkimer diamonds are not in fact diamonds. They are far more attainable, extra hard, clear quartz beauties with their own alluring energetic properties. Found in New York's Mohawk Valley, the clarity and 2 naturally faceted ends, i.e. double termination, of Herkimers earn them the diamond moniker. Who needs it? Reiki masters, travellers on the spiritual path, highly sensitive people. Where to put it? In spaces you want to zone as sacred. When to use it? When you're reaching for clearer than ever through spirituality, therapy or healing work. Brush off all those unwanted vibes with Herkimer diamond. And the mantra is power wash your energy. Lenormand cards. I'm reading these as a pair, and it's an overview of the lunar month ahead. Magnifying glass and sun. Take a closer look at something because you're not seeing the fact that things are better than okay. There's success here, luck on your side. Do you need to take a step in a new direction? Clearly you're preoccupied and accentuating the negative. You may well be looking for the fly in the ointment or waiting for the other shoe to drop. The sun says that it isn't going to, and that the only thing you're achieving here is to dim the light of the sun and tone down your happy. Trust that happiness, that luck, because it's real, and the only way you can dim it is by not allowing it in. Revel in it. Quit overthinking. It's not doing you any good here. Tea leaf cards. Box, you will receive a gift. Some of you Leo fire signs are in birthday season, so happy birthday. The rest of you aren't being missed out though. This feels like the experiment from Pam's Grout book where you ask the universe to give you a gift. That's a good book, by the way, testing out the law of attraction and getting some solid belief underneath us. It's a great boost. This can mean a spiritual gift, but in this case I'm feeling it's physical and more than you expected. Even getting a gift at all from the person who gives you it's unexpected. Handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. That's interesting, but don't overthink this. There's a lot of overthinking going on. The cards so far have been very positive, so I think this is someone coming in who will help you. A synchronicity at work. Offering advice. Could even be a passing comment that's a message from your guides that isn't addressed to you, just randomly overheard. Cup. You should accept valid criticism. Accepting valid criticism is helpful for our growth in things that we do that are important to us. But always consider the source. Asking for constructive criticism from trusted people is a good way to learn. But never let negative naysayers get you down. Politely thank them and take the good advice and leave the rest aside, just like in a general reading. Flowers, happiness. Echoing the sun up there. It really is better than you think it is right now. You're doing better than you think you are. I think part of what that criticism and the stranger coming in for you will do is show you just how well you're actually doing if you can get your vibration to bob up above you overthinking for long enough so that you can feel it. My Leo sun and I sympathize. Spellcaster. Seven of Pentacles. It might feel like slow progress right now, but you're steadily planting your pentacles for long-term gain. Short-term might still feel a little bit like hard work, doing at least one thing every day, moving you towards your intentions, tending that fertile ground, and that message is coming a lot, these last readings. But in the long term, you're going to reap this harvest, as long as you have faith and stick with it. Chugga chugga. One idea, one seed sown, one weed pulled every day. Five of Wands. This flew out of the deck when I was shuffling and landed face up, reversed, and I was told to read it reversed, which is very unusual. The only conflict you really have going on right now is between you and you. External conflict has fallen away, but here's the thing, and it fits right in with handshake and cup there. If you hide your light under a bushel, then you can't learn and grow. You need to put yourself out there and accept that there will be people out there and that people can be uncomfortably real in their loud opinions. Let go of judging them. Opinions are like belly buttons. Everyone has them. Accept valid, constructive criticism of what you're doing because it's that opportunity to learn and grow. Ignore any trolls. Nine of Pentacles. You're building this firm, solid, secure foundation that's going to be unshakable when it's complete. It just takes time. This is the outcome of the Seven of Pentacles. And the longer you've been in the Seven of Pentacles energy, the closer you are to this nine. Here is abundance, luxury, successful self-employment, being the one with a side hustle that's making a full-time income, meeting and exceeding your financial intentions, and allowing yourself to splash out a little on the things that you're enjoying, giving yourself a little gift. This is the card I expect to see when financial freedom is a real possibility, even a probability. Standing on your own 2 feet with a pleased and proud feeling of, I did this. I created this, and I manifested a whole lot of how it all came about. If your head is still in the details, sit up straight and take a look around you and feel the gratitude towards past you who put all of this in motion. Three of Pentacles, a collaborative effort, and that stranger's handshake could be a part of this. The 9 is a sole proprietor. The 3 is a team co-creating together. The 9 feels like the first significant milestone. This feels like the next right step, involving other people, putting yourself out there, accepting valid criticism so that you can step it up and go even further. You've got the skills. You've got the resources. Now's the time to put the creativity into action. Create the things that will take you back up through the pentacles again so that you can get past the 9 to the 10 and manifest everything that you were planting in that 7 that hasn't yet popped in for you. Fairy Tarot to give us some clarification. Unity. Do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see what works for you. A spiritually minded community. Time to think outside the box. You've definitely learned your craft, honed your skills, taken on board other people's opinions, and you're now working with a team. This feels like the difference between competition and innovation. If you do the same thing as everyone else around you who's doing something similar, looking at their ideas and doing the same thing, then saturation is the outcome. And I swear I've had that same message again. Too much of the same thing and nothing that is worth any more than any of the others. Add value to what you're making or the service that you're giving by daring to be different, innovate, create, break out of the mold and find your niche and then blow it wide open. You have to pay attention to the pesky details here, magnifying glass, but don't let that prevent you from seeing the bigger picture, and don't let that be an excuse for overthinking. The Emperor, wow, thank you for confirmation. Use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organized, a firm but compassionate leader. Logic and structure. You're building something wonderful. Being the leader, yes, love and passion are essential, but logic and structure are equally so. Put your blueprints in place. Have a plan created from the point where you thought outside the box. Remain flexible within that, though, as people are messy and don't fit in boxes. No micromanaging. There's no need. When the Nine of Pentacles takes on a team and leads from the front, really good things happen. For a spring, be grateful. You have much to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace and happiness, a contented personal life. Going back to the Lenormand cards, don't forget to count your blessings. There's a deep committed relationship here that's going from strength to strength. The other thing that's often overlooked in the meanings for this card in this deck is coming through clearly. Pride in your accomplishments and that same feeling of thanking past you and everyone else that's helped to bring all of this into reality. True contentment in your personal life. And if you've been looking for a new home, this could be it too. Princess of Winter, information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness, an indigo child or adult. Whatever that handshake stranger is telling you, the cards seem to be emphasizing over and over again that it's vital information and you need to take heed on it. Focus on the message and not the messenger. Communication needs to be clear, no emotions getting in the way of sound business sense and professional advice sought and taken. There's also the open and honest curiosity of a child here, absorbing new information and filing it away so that it can be put to good use later. Being completely objective and open to new ideas and new information, yeah, that does seem to be a recurring theme in this reading. Good tarot to give us some advice. The Hierophant, stay committed to your spiritual practice and your manifestation techniques and don't let them slide. They've obviously been working for you. Make them a ritual. Do them whenever you feel positively about doing them. And I don't mean making them into a chore. The energy of doing a spiritual practice should be light, happy, easy, something that you want to do, not something that you have to. You're not going to be punished for not meditating if you don't feel like it, but you feel better for doing it, so why not stick with the ritual and keep feeling better? You know that when you meditate and script and do all the things that have worked for you in the past, everything just keeps getting better and better, so keep at it. Ten of Earth. This is the Ten of Pentacles in this deck, and confirmation that the energies around you are flowing you towards this, as I saw up in the Spellcaster. Material abundance, financial security, reaping the rewards that you sowed in the Seven of Pentacles, through the Nine of Pentacles, engaging the team in that Three of Pentacles, and now on to the 10, where you can step back and look at a job that's very well done. Own it. Claim the reading. Claim the energy. The other abundance that's coming in with this is knowledge and experience, that the Emperor energy that you're flowing also promised. This is lovely. Again, the feeling is of appreciation, gratitude, paying it forward. Love, confirming what I saw in the Four of Spring. Thank you. A deep relationship that's going to a deeper level of commitment. You've got the Four of Spring, the Hierophant, and the Lovers here. So that's a definite yes if that's what you want. In this deck, the Love card talks about oneness, that there is no separation because we are all one, all linked. As you raise your prosperity, you raise it for everyone. As you pay it forward, you raise everyone around you. Every choice is about sharing the experience, seeing the unity, the oneness, and loving unconditionally so that you can give and receive love as a whole, complete spiritual being. Everyone is you pushed out. Everyone reflects back the energy that you put out. We mirror each other perfectly. Two of Air, the only real note of caution here, uncertainty, considering options, tentative first steps towards looking at the bigger picture. And I feel that this has to do with you not seeing how good things actually are for you right now, how far you've come, the real tangible progress that you've made. Like asking the universe for a gift and not recognizing that you received a multitude of gifts from the universe and letting all your manifesting techniques go because it didn't work. There's no need to rush. You're making steady progress anyway, one foot in front of the other, planting the seeds and going for the long-term goals. Stay peaceful. Stay in the energy of love and gratitude. The right answers are coming to you as long as you're open to hearing them when they turn up, and don't shoot the messenger down in flames. Magician of the mirror. You really don't get just how good you are at this manifesting thing, do you? You are the magician with yin and yang energy at your core. You can change what the mirror reflects to you by manipulating your own energy. You can transform challenges into blessings, harsh criticism into praise. All you have to do is claim your power and do it. Use the tools that work for you. Why are negative readings so much more believable than positive ones? I don't know. I have that issue myself. I believe negative reading so much more readily than when the cards are telling me, like in this reading, you can do this, you got this, things are always working out for you. And I feel just as called out here. Rest and rejuvenation. Four of Swords vibes. Yeah, take the time to go deep into your spiritual practice. Not letting that slide is as important as the Hierophant was telling us. You should meditate for 20 minutes every day unless you're too busy, in which case you should meditate for an hour. The Two of Air was just saying that you'll get the answers when you still your mind and go within, too. This just backs that up. How can you be inspired to the right steps to take if you're too busy to open yourself up to the energy of the sun, which is right there beaming away at you? Build it into your routine. Make the time, make it a priority. Everyday Witch Oracle. Follow your dreams. I was singing and dancing with my parrot to hold on tight to your dreams. And I had the thought that if you hold on too tight, then the dream can't lead you forward. Yeah, follow your dreams. Follow your bliss. Follow your joy. Do the things that you love to do and build this wonderful financial security that's here for the allowing. Dreams and wishes aren't intentions, though. To follow our dreams and make wishes come true, we have to turn them into intentions, not goals. Goals are effort, upstream things. Intentions are definite. I am, I will, I do, I have. Intentions, not I wish. Not a daydream either, although there's nothing wrong with daydreams. I am manifesting my dream life. I am allowing my abundance in. I am manifesting my best manifestation techniques. Group 3, wow, this is a pivotal full moon for you. And I feel that the reading is for longer than just the next lunar month. The cards had a lot to say. If you enjoyed the reading, please give it a thumbs up and comment below with what resonated for you. And if you haven't already, then please do subscribe to the channel so that you'll get a message whenever I upload a new pick a card reading like this one. I'm moving on to Group 4 now. Until next time, Group 3, love and blessings to you. Bye now. Group 4, water signs. Hello, welcome to your reading. Remember, as always, it's a general reading, so take what resonates and just let the rest be. And your crystal card is Night. What it is: a variety of spodumene. Hiddenite's green aura emanates the warm and fuzzies. If you tap into the stone's frequency and feel the buzz, you must have a big heart. Use it. Who needs it? French existentialists, future trippers, bad romantics. Where to put it? Hiddenite, like its cuddly pink cousin Calcite, should be aimed at the heart. When to use it? When you find yourself stuck in the past or too focused on the future. Hiddenite is down to make the most of every moment. If you're in a rut, call on Hiddenite to help you love your way out of it. And the mantra is claim your happy place. The Norman cards. I'm reading these as a pair, and it's an overview of the month ahead. The Rider and Birds. Oh, news coming. I feel it's good news, and I'm feeling you're getting it online. Someone may well have a nice surprise for you. Definitely the start of something new. The Rider card is supposed to echo Iris of the Rainbows in this deck, and that's a goddess very close to my heart. Something is coming out of the bag. Something good that's been hidden is about to make you happy. tea leaf. Dog far away. A distant friend is thinking of you. That could be who's sending you something. There's a feeling of reaching out to bridge a gap here, a possibility of reconciliation. It feels fast, swift movement, from a fair distance, maybe even overseas. Crown. Honor and respect will come to you. Again, it feels unexpected, something that takes you by surprise. The story here so far is there is someone with good news for you from a distance that makes you feel like you meant a lot more to them than they knew, that they hold you in high esteem. Oh, you are highly thought of. Thank you for confirmation. Yes, you are, very much so, and it's about to be made crystal clear to you just how much this is true. This is oddly specific, so remember it's a general reading. I don't usually get such detailed predictive messages in my general readings. There's got to be a reason for it, though, as Iris is here. The underlining meaning here is that this is all something that you are due, owed in some way, that it's rightfully yours whether you believe it to be so or not. Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. I get a laugh and you don't change, do you, from this card? Unwilling to accept what's rightfully yours, and that could be cutting off your nose to spite your face. This news, this whatever it is with the online connection, it's yours. Don't dig your heels in and refuse point blank. If it's the other person being stubborn, or both of you, then remember that which you resist persists. I feel that they are being open and honest with you, that there are no ulterior motives. Trust your own judgment, though. I could be wrong. Spellcast. Judgment. You're being called to level up. There's a new energy that's open to you now, both spiritually and materially. You followed my readings at all, you know that I say that the two go hand in hand. There's no need to go broke when you go woke, as long as you keep your feet on the ground while your head's in the clouds. Balance is the key, head and heart together to make the choice. Here, intellect alone will reject it, and heart alone can't manage it. It needs both. Pieces of an old puzzle dropping into place, so you can look with better clarity at everything. Nine of Cups, it's the wish card. You see such good energy here. The feeling of gratitude, contentment, almost having the smug face on. Good things are happening, and it could be that all of this incredibly specific message is about an intention of yours coming in this unusual way because of a change in your base vibrational level as a result of that step up that you're being called to spiritually. Two things. Enjoy the moment and milk it by beaming the gratitude out. Don't forget to count your blessings. A gratitude journal. In this energy, a gratitude journal would be a really good idea. The Emperor. This is the breadwinner energy of the tarot. The leader, the provider, the one in charge. And it isn't gender specific, although it is divine masculine, yang energy. This is about having a very clear vision and being able to organize a team of people to co-create it. It could be you, it could be someone in your circle or coming in for you. A good boss to work for. Fair and compassionate, if a little set in their ways, the mule. There's applied wisdom implied here. Both intellectual and emotional wisdom that's been hard earned and is now being used. Status, power, recognition, that harks back to the crown on the bow too. Someone thinks very highly of you indeed. This is doors that are being opened for you. Temperance. You know, I never noticed that this card is the winged messenger in this deck. Looks like Mercury. Iris there, Mercury here. Again, it's the extra hint of messages coming, news. It's balance again, head and heart, feet on the ground, head in the clouds. Stay calm and deliberately release negative emotions. You want to act and not react. If you choose to act as the peacekeeper for your own peace, then you won't react negatively and knock yourself out of the high vibration that you have going on between Judgment and the Nine of Cups. And you'll keep spiraling the energy up. Again, this is having clear long-term vision of what you intend to create, to manifest. And that clarity is moving you forward. Fairy Tarot to clarify this further. The Eight of Summer. The desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. It isn't a negative card, although some readers choose to read it that way. This is like finishing a chapter, the end of the school year and the start of the next. Moving on from a short-term contract or lease. There's no hassle here. It's simply closing one door and opening the next. In the energy that's around you and the rest of these cards, I've been feeling new opportunities around you. Actually, probably one main opportunity with a mass of neon signs pointing to it. I think it's crystal clear exactly where you need to go next. And you're so busy heading for it that the fact that a door is closing behind you has no consequence at all. Ace of Summer. Open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. That's confirmation that the Judgment card is a spiritual setup, an aha. Clarity moment. This card represents the manifestation of emotion, of unconditional love. So be open to that. I think it's pretty clear from the Lenormand and the tea leaf cards that there might be a little bit of lack of self-worth hanging about in your energy. And that's specifically being addressed here. The card tells us that it's necessary to believe in ourselves and our worthiness to receive love. That way, when you're faced with a situation, like has been indicated up there, when love and appreciation and respect and admiration is being expressed towards you, you can react with love and gratitude in return, rather than putting your barriers up and rejecting it alongside all the good things that are being offered with it. Five of Autumn. Reach out to others for assistance. Pour time in for a career change. Feeling challenged by money issues. Don't be afraid to accept help that's being freely offered. No strings attached. And I feel that you're likely to be so busy looking for the strings that you miss the chance to accept the help. There is still a little bit of lack here. The impression of effort rather than allowing in your energy, which is what Temperance there was telling us to release. Focus on the positive. Don't focus on all the little niggles. Focus on the expansive Nine of Cups. You can always ask the universe for help too, for anything. The only thing that you then have to do is accept that help when it turns up too. Ace of Spring. It's time to take action. Be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. Amazing career opportunities. The two winged messengers in the reading were hinting that momentum is in the very near future, and here it is. I like that it's here at the beginning of the end of the reading, because it shows me that all of this energy has been taken into consideration before the momentum builds. So, a new opportunity for sure. A new direction that's taking you towards good things. Your enthusiasm being engaged, drive, passion, joy. It really is all good. Good tarot. To give us a little advice, as if we hadn't been given it here already. Seven of Water. Use your imagination. Take flights of fantasy and fancy. Look, that Nine of Cups energy being so well aspected up there, it doesn't happen often, and it usually only comes in like that when it's been directly intended for. Use that energy. Tune into infinite possibility. Play with it. Play with your favourite manifesting techniques, especially in the energy of the full moon. Everything begins with imagination. That's the thoughts taking form in our heads so that they can take form in reality. Dare to dream. The energy is right. It's ripe for it. Setting intentions. Relax into it. Follow what feels right. Stay flexible. Stay open to the possibility that it might just work. Eight of Air, the end of delusion. Giving up the blinkers that you had on. I've said it twice already, I think. So here's the third time for the charm. There is deep clarity here. Seeing things as they really are and not seeing them through the fog of negative emotions. I'm not talking about past or future here either. I mean seeing things clearly exactly as they are right now. It's extraordinarily freeing, even though it feels like such a small shift. It clicks into place and it's as if you've been given 40/40 vision. Calm, clear. For a second it feels like being lent the eyes of the universe. Temptation. Two temptations that I can see here. The first would be to say that the whole experience that's being offered here is just too woo-woo. It's a load of toxic positive attitude BS, and that you would be better off sticking where you are and not opening yourself up to anyone or anything that can make you vulnerable. The second is that you can't see where the payoff is, the material gain from what's being offered. Spiritual and material go hand in hand, remember, as long as you stay grounded and balanced. Temperance. And don't reject the material in favour of the spiritual. Having both isn't just possible, it's natural. Don't be attached to outcome either, especially as this is the jumping off point. And don't go to excess or extreme. Temperance again. Moderation in all things, including moderation. The moon. I'm going to quote directly from the guidebook as accurately as I can remember it. The book's in my office right now. Great opportunities lie in the shadows, waiting for the perfect light to illuminate them. By light here, I interpret it as energy, vibration, allowing mode. The material world is the Maya, the illusion. The spiritual world is the reality. You get your energy, your vibration reflected back to you. You can't fool a mirror that you're looking directly into yourself, and you can't fool the universe. The universe reflects your energy accurately, which is why all we need to do is get into the energy of having the things that we intend to have, and they plop in like magic, fully formed. It's our illusions that are holding us back, like the Eight of Air was saying. Energy Oracle cards. First chakra. This is stability, grounding, feet on the ground. The promise of security and stability so that you're able to experience everything that life has in store for you without it bowling you over from the firm foundation. The message here is that you are perfectly capable of taking the action that's inspired to move you forward so that you can have faith in yourself, your higher self, and your personal power. Strategy. I often call the Emperor the man with a plan. Yep, it's not gender specific. That's just how that archetype is portrayed. Here's the plan. Are you the person for it because it's somewhat necessary right now? Write it down, future journal it, step out the steps that you can take every day to move towards it, steps that feel right. Make every day a success in a small way as you do at least one thing that's along that path. And I think I've said that in every reading today. This is not the illusion of control. This is co-creating with the universe so that you open yourself up to the inspired actions that are the allowing mode. You can work it all out as you write it, dream it into word form, then flow it into reality. Everyday Witch Oracle. Give love. Love is a two-way street. In order to receive love, we need to put it out there, both generally and specifically. Do you really need the self-love talk? Again, you can send love to anything, from your cozy, comfy bed, to a pet, to a family member, to your neighbours. Beam it on out there. Sit in your heart chakra and expand it out to wrap the whole world round. Sit in your window and beam it out to the strangers passing by. If you're forced to watch the news, beam love out unconditionally to the newsreaders, the people in the stories. And you never need to say a word to anybody about it. Group 4, water signs. If you liked the reading, please give it a thumbs up and comment below with anything that resonated for you. And if you haven't already, then please do subscribe to the channel so that YouTube lets you know whenever I upload another pick a card reading like this one. And that's it for me for this full moon reading. Until next time, I'm sending you and your loved ones all my healing love and blessings. Bye now.